Hey everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have the TP-Link NC-450. This is an HD pan and tilt camera with Wi-Fi. So the big feature on this is that basically this base allows it to swivel 360 degrees left to right, and it can also pivot up and down 150 degrees. So that allows you to see through a large space, not just where you point it when you set it up. And it also has night vision, motion detection, and micro SD card slot. So on the back, they go into a little more detail on that. So basically, yeah, you get a better view. It allows you to see in the dark there's basically some infrared LEDs around here that allow it to basically illuminate your room. Even though it might be visibly dark, the infrared light will allow the camera to see. So the CCD in there can actually see infrared light. And so then, yeah, it gets apparently 26 feet of night vision range. And it can also do motion detection from sound and from like visible motion. So this allows you to set up, also through the app, allows you to set up notifications. So it can notify you when it hears a strange sound or if it sees something moving on camera. And then also simple storage, so it has a micro SD card slot, and it makes it easy to basically take all the video out if you want to copy to computer just all at once. So features wise, yeah, it has basically 802.11n speed Wi-Fi. The video is actually, it calls it HD, but it's only 720. So that's not super great nowadays. It's 720p. But this model is actually a couple years old, so when it came out, that was pretty good. But nowadays, 1080 is obviously much more common. It can do 30 frames per second, which for security footage is actually relatively high. Full color, 1/4 inch CMOS for improved light sensitivity. As I mentioned, like it has the infrared LEDs, so it can actually see infrared light on that CMOS CCD, and auto white black balance and exposures. That's good in case of like the lights turning on. You don't want the picture to get washed out after being in the dark. Motion detection, configurable hot zone, adjustable sensitivity, email and push notifications. So these are all really valuable if you want to just leave this thing to keep your peace of mind in your house, make sure no one's breaking in. Field of view, so this is basically the fact that you can pan and tilt this much, and also the lens is relatively wide. It's a 75-degree lens aperture. Night vision, so yeah, there's infrared's 850 nanometers and range up to 26 feet. It can either be powered through the 12-volt AC adapter, or it can actually get the power through the Ethernet. So I don't know if an average Ethernet can do it, but there's a thing called like power over Ethernet, which allows via special adapter to put the power through the Ethernet cable. But basically, that means you don't have to have a separate power supply running to this camera if you're going to put it up on a shelf somewhere or mount it to a wall. Audio, this is actually pretty interesting. It has audio alerts, but also it has two-way audio. So if you had this like outside in the hallway to your room or something like that, you could actually talk with the person through the camera. And actually, I guess you can do it through the app as well. So even if you're not there, you can basically say like, hey, what do you want? Stay away from my door. And then you can actually hear when the person answers. So what's in the box? We basically have the camera with the pan and tilt and all that. Has a passive PoE injector. Oh, so that's the power over internet injector. So I guess that's how you get power in on the other side of the cable. Detachable antenna. So if you want to use Wi-Fi. Power adapter, so if you want to plug it in directly, extension cable, I guess for the power, and then also an Ethernet cable, and quick installation guide, ceiling and wall mount, which is actually pretty useful. And last but not least, this is the actual app that you can use. This is the TP Camera app, available from the App Store, and this is actually for all of TP-Link's cameras. So if you have multiple cameras from different models, I guess you can control it all through one. And the great thing is that means that they're actually actively updating this thing. Even though this particular camera might be a couple years old, they're developing new features within the app that hopefully some of them will filter down to this particular model as well as the app improves. So it's kind of over-the-air update capabilities for this camera on your app side at least. So yeah, basically you download the app, you connect the camera to the router over Wi-Fi or plug in an Ethernet cable, and then you follow the on-screen directions for your smartphone or tablet or view. And so on the software side, from what I've read, not only can you control it through the app, but there's also a desktop app that you can get for a PC at least. I don't know if there's a Mac version. And then there's also a web browser version, so that at least you can see the feed through any web browser. So that's actually pretty cool. So no matter where you are in the world, if you have access to a web browser, you can see what's going on, in your hallway via your TP-Link camera. So let's get this guy open and see what's inside. Okay, cover any angle from anywhere. So, oh wow, this gets kind of big and complicated. So let's take this out. Take a quick. So this is the quick installation guide, as you can see, and it also talks about wall mounting, ceiling mounting, and what you need to set it up. So basically, scan this code, and you can get the app and set it up, relocate, etc., etc. Be too long ago. So yeah, basic instructions: connect, register, relocate, view, and enjoy. Okay, and then it has more functions than TP camera. The reset button is here on the back, mounting kit, etc., etc. So you can check that out on your own time. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, so here is should be our legal information, terms and conditions, etc. Here is another one. This should be like radio frequency warning information. Okay, here is our, I guess, wall mounting or ceiling mounting kit. So this should screw in. This looks like it actually fits on might actually fit on a tripod mount as well. Looks about the same size. Here is our AC adapter. So since I'm in Hong Kong, this is the British style plug, but this one actually might slide out, but there's interchangeable ones. Pretty standard connector. Here is an extension cable for the power supply, which is always helpful because if you're putting this thing up on the ceiling, you definitely don't have a plug nearby. So this looks like it's probably a couple meters long. That should be pretty good. What's next? Here is, this is the sticker for drilling the mounting screws. So basically you stick this on and it tells you how far apart to drill the screws. If you've ever done any furniture mounting, you know what that is. Here is our power adapter. So this is how you do the power over Ethernet. So your regular Ethernet cable goes in and your AC adapter brings in the DC, and then it actually puts the power through the cable. So I hope that means that it only goes this way and none of the power goes out this way. Obviously that would be dangerous. So yeah, and then you can mount it onto the ceiling or the wall or whatever. So there's that. Here is our Ethernet cable. Comes with a relatively short one that looks like it's only about 1 meter. And what else we got? We got some foam, very nice foam, keep it protected. And here is the camera itself. Oh, last but not least, there's some mounting hardware for that ceiling mount. And so basically if you drill some holes and you screw this in, this is one of those expanding things. So as you screw it in, this should fill into like concrete or drywall or whatever so that it doesn't come out. Okay, so that's basically it for the bag. And here we are with the camera itself. It's pretty nicely wrapped. Okay, so it's egg-shaped. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. So you can feel the motors turning, but basically it has these two grills, and I guess one is the speaker and one is the microphone for that two-way audio communication. And here we have basically the micro SD slot here. This is where your antenna screws in for the Wi-Fi, the little thing, and you can obviously take it off if you're using the cable, you don't need it. And then Ethernet, power, and this is that reset button that they mentioned. And here on the bottom you can see that's that mounting screw, which again looks like it's 1/4 inch, so it should be the same as like a tripod mounting. Last but not least, down here in the bottom we have the actual antenna. So here it is. So that thing screws in to here, and it also so with this plugged in, I don't have to connect it into the Ethernet in my building, but I still need to power it. So either I use the power through here or I use the power through here. It depends on what's more convenient. If your router and your cables are nearby, you could basically just use the PoE. If it's not anywhere near your router, but it can still get a good signal, but there's a plug nearby, basically just use that. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's basically it. It looks pretty nice. I'm eager to try it out. I'm actually going to boot this one up. Some of these things we just, we put it back in the box after we're done. This one I'm actually going to be using, so I'll let you guys know how it turns out if you're interested. Okay, so that's it for today. Definitely check out our other videos here on Howtechs and consider subscribing. See you guys next time. Bye. And the SIM card is here on the bottom right, and there's also a very small notch here on the bottom right as well. If you guys can see that. There's also